Good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's about 9:25 now. Still a little bit quiet in the cul-de-sac, so I'm trying to be quiet as I can. As you can see from behind me, we've got the Astra back. Been a long time coming. Finally picked that up yesterday. Had to chase my garage a little bit, my mechanic, to get that back. Big bills on the Astra. I think we're just about going to break even on it. I'd have been better trading it out with hindsight, but there you go. It's funny how that happens. I always knew it needed quite a bit of paint, but we've had £500 worth of paint, front bumper and rear bumper, and we decided to put a new front bumper on it because the old front bumper needed a repair. And the paint shop said by the time we repaired it, the grille was broken as well, so we might as well just put a new front bumper on, so that's what we did. So yeah, we've had £500 worth of paint. I'll do a walk round on it in a minute. And then it drove really well, so I was hoping it was just going to be a service and MOT. Unfortunately, it's ended up costing me over £500 down at the mechanics as well, so we've spent over £1,000 on it. Haven't had the cam belt done yet. I've got the cam belt kit, but I've not had the cam belt done yet. So yeah, and we've still got problems with it. So it went into the mechanic fine, came out with an engine management light on. So I think he says it's because it's a spark plug has broken, a glow plug. The glow plug in bank 2 was broken. So for whatever, I don't know why. I like the mechanic I'm using. He's easy to get on with. The fare on the MOTs. Prices are reasonable, but they don't like doing the big stuff. Once there's a problem, they kind of don't want to know. The C-Maxes over there, parked like over in the corner. As we spoke about previously, I can't sell that at the minute. Even though I've drove it, I've done 1,000 miles in it, I'm using it every day. It drives fine, but it says engine malfunction on my dashboard. Again, they don't want to know. This has now got an engine management light on. He says that once we get the glow plug extracted and put a new glow plug in bank 2, it'll be fine. And like I say, it drives fine. It's not in limp mode or anything. It's just a headache when you're spending. He's had it 3 weeks. 3 weeks he's had it. So it's just that I don't mind shelling money out. Obviously, I don't want to shell money out, but I don't mind shelling money out if stuff comes back right and ready to go. But I've now got this back after he's had it for 3 weeks and it's still not ready to go. He sent me down to another mechanic that I need to get in touch with. He's the mechanic that does my cam belts for me. But he's a bit hard to get hold of. He's kind of part-time, really. I think he does some wagon driving across the continent every now and again and disappears for weeks at a time. And then, yeah, it's just sporadic. He is good. He's a good mechanic. Eastern European chap. Don't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take an engine out, clutch out. He'll do whatever. He is really, really good. And stuff comes back right from him. But like I say, it's just getting hold of him. So I've got to go see him now to extract this glow plug and get that sorted. So yeah, we paid £2 for it. We've spent over £1,000 on it now. That owes us £3. It's going to be 3,295, and I'm going to have to be firm at 3,295, especially if I do the cam belt as well. We're going to break even on it. So what we're doing this morning is trying to get it clean. Let's have a look. I washed this car. It came to us filthy, this car. It was a builder's car. I did wash it when I first got it just to get the dust off, just to get the muck off. And even after I washed it, the paint on it is awful. Like, this hasn't been washed for a month now, but you can see it's filthy. Just a minute. There, I've spun you around now. You don't have to look at my ugly mug. Zoom out. So yeah, it's going to be a nice looking car. It's an SRI model, nice alloys, nice colour, 5-door. Like I say, we've had all the paint done, all the front ends spot on now, rear bumpers done. We just need to get this paint sorted. Even when I washed it before, so I jet washed it and did a bucket and sponge wash, and even to touch it, still just, you could feel the grit and the muck in it. Oh, we had a new exhaust on this as well. New exhaust is put on, 185 quid. Service, MOT, 2 new tyres. Yeah, we've had 2 new tyres on. So it's going to make a really nice car. And hopefully, 5-door, diesel, low tax should be a quick sell. But yeah, today's about the paint, getting it clean. Like I said, I've washed it before. It weren't clean even after I washed it. You could still feel the gritty texture under your hands. So we're going to give this a really good go today. I'm going to use 2 products that I've never ever used before. I've got everything out that I'm going to be using today. I've tried to get organised. Gloves, I'm going to start using gloves. I saw a detailing video yesterday from a guy that, if you watch detailing videos, you'll have seen him. I don't know his name, but he's an American detailer with a bit of a wizard, a grey pointy beard, bald head. Really, really good guy. And he was talking about the importance of using gloves and the chemicals that these products have in them. And obviously it just gets into your skin and attacks your liver. So I'm going to start taking his advice and using some gloves. So yeah, 2 products that I'm going to use today that I've never used before. TFR, which I've always been against. I know there's a lot of, ooh, I won't use TFR, and I've always kind of been the same. Ooh, why would you put acid on your car? Heavy duty acid. I don't know if this is non-caustic or not. You can get caustic and non-caustic. I'm not sure. I think this is caustic. Try and get the non-caustic if you can. I just bought the cheapest 5 litre stuff that I could. Dilute this 1 part TFR to 50 parts water, it said. So I'm going to use this spray bottle, which is a litre. Yep, that's a litre spray bottle. So I'm going to put about 100 ml TFR in there, somewhere down here, and fill that to the top. So as you can see, that's how strong it is. So why am I going to use TFR? I usually use snow foam, and as you know, on my previous videos, I really like this Hydro UK spray bottle now. I'm not going to put the TFR in there. I'm keeping that for snow foam. I'm going to use this cheaper bottle for the TFR. So I usually use snow foam, and I started reading up on a forum about looking for a new snow foam to buy. I've never really had a good one until I've got the Hydro UK bottle. So I was doing some reading up on a forum, and it kind of turned into a very pro TFR chat. People were asking about snow foams, and everybody was kind of saying, yeah, everybody's realised it's been a fad. And the professional detailers, professional valeters are going back to TFR. Now, I've now found a good snow foam with the Hydro UK. You need both in your toolkit. So TFR, as I said, this is a dirty car. I want to strip it right back, get everything off it, so that we can then do some paint correction. It's not swirly, to be fair, or it's not at the minute. It's not swirly, it's just contaminated. So that's why I'm going to use TFR. I'm a little bit nervous about using it. Like I said, I've never used it before. I'm hoping it doesn't burn the paint, doesn't bubble the paint, but hopefully if I dilute it enough and rinse it off quick enough, we should be fine. So snow foam won't touch this, won't do anything. I would use snow foam on my wife's car. So that's already got plenty of wax on, plenty of polish on. The snow foam would just lift the dirt, the road dirt off, so that I could then do a contact wash. I wouldn't TFR that, because you're going to take all the wax, all the polish off it, and you're going to be starting again, building up the layers of long-term protection. So that's a snow foam car. This, where I need to get everything off, years and years of builder's dust, road grit, salt, grime, I need to get stripped that right back with TFR, jet wash it all off, give it a contact wash. I'm going to then go over it once I've washed it. I'm then going to go over it with the clay mitt, and then we can get on to some machine polishing. So the second product I'm going to use today that I've never used before, when I've done machine polishing, I've always used the Auto Glim super resin polish, which is fine for an okay car. But like I said, this needs a bit of a heavier cut. So I bought this Menzerner heavy cut compound. So you've got, I'm sure most of you know about polishes and wax. Polish is a bit harsher than a wax. Polish should remove swirls. Wax gives you a little bit of shine and protection. Compound is heavier than polish. So this is a bit thicker, a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit heavier than what a polish is. So like I said, I've never used a compound. This is step one. So it provides plenty of cut. It'll cut a lot of the paint back. Going to be using that with a DA polisher and see how we get on. So I'm hoping for a really, really good finish on this car today. Right, I'm going to get on. I'm going to mix some TFR up and get started. Put the tripod down and bring you along the journey with me. Let's see how we get on. Again, we'll just do one more quick walk round so that you know what it looks like. Like I say, if I get you close, you should be able to even hear how rough that is. There's all these little scratches down here, look. Hopefully we can get them out. Cobwebs. Like I say, it's just a really, really dirty car. Look at all the dust on the windscreen. Just covered in dust everywhere. I remember even when I washed it last time, all in here. It's just filthy. Like I say, we're a builder. It was just his builder car that he used to get to work and back. But yeah, as you can see, it's going to come up. It's going to be a lovely car. Right, let's get on. Right guys, I'm just going to mix this TFR now. Like I said, I've filled that up to there. I'm just going to put the rest in TFR there. Again, this is new to me, not something I've done before, not something I've used before. I'm self-taught, so please don't take my advice as gospel. I'm sure there's people on the channel that are watching who have used this and know more than I do. Please, every day is a school day for me. If there's any advice you want to give me, I'm happy to take advice. Happy to learn from each other. Again, on the subscribers, that's great news. We're up to 49. We were stuck on 16 for ages, then we sort of crept up to 30, 32, and then suddenly over a couple of days it shot up to 49, which is just amazing for me. Like I said, the aim's to get to 100 now. If we can get to 100 subs, that'd be awesome. But at the minute, 49 subs is awesome. Really happy with that. Splashed a bit more than I should have done in there, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Right, let's get on and do this TFR. I've got the pressure washer all set up, ready to go. Should leave this on for about 5 minutes according to the instructions on the back of the bottle. Not followed the advice of the gloves already, have I? Old habits and all that. just got a detailing brush here that I'm just going to work into some heavily soiled areas. Just going to go fill my spray bottle up with some alloy wheel cleaner, but don't know if you can see on camera, but already, I know it's wet so it's hard to tell, but already that looks cleaner than I've ever seen it. It just feels better to the touch. So yeah, so far so good. I think that's a good start. So I've done a fairly heavy 50-50 mix of EZ Car Care Nagini wheel cleaner. Right guys, that's the wheels done, that's the TFR done, we've rinsed it all off. Looking nice and clean now, much better. Just going to fill a bucket of Ember, EZ Car Care Ember car shampoo up. That's okay, but we do another one called Supernova. I've emptied all the Supernova now. The Supernova's really nice. The Ember's okay, it's good value for money. I think they do about 4 of them for 40 quid. And I've also treated myself to a new car washing bucket, which I'm impressed with. Alfred's own £7 car washing bucket. They did have other brands in there, exactly the same sort of bucket for 15, 20, 30 quid depending which brand you went for. And I've got a grit guard inside now as well. I am moving up in the world. Look at me. So I'm going to get that filled up now. Let's give it a wash. Really make sure we've got all that TFR'd off and start trying to put some shine back on it. Right, an update to where we are. What have we done so far? So we've TFR'd the car, rinsed it off. We've done the wheels, done all the alloys, done the tyres with some alloy wheel, excuse me, alloy wheel cleaner. Rinsed all those off. We've then washed the car. I've rinsed that off and I've dried the car. And as you can see now, it is massive, massive improvement. Weirdly, there's no swirls in it. You know, I've had cleaner cars that are very swirly. This has been filthy, but not swirly. Sorry, got cut off. Kids distracting me. So yeah, I've had dirty cars. I've had cleaner cars that have swirl marks. And this was really, really dirty, but there's no swirl marks. Now I've washed it. Now we've done that TFR. As I said to you, if you listen now, if you remember earlier you could hear it was really dirty. Now it's much, much better. Not shiny yet, but we'll do that. We're going to get some polish on it now. You can see in the bonnet where, again, not swirly. That's in the sun now and there's no swirl marks. But you can see where some, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but somebody's obviously written in it here, hello. I can just vaguely see that, so we'll have to get that out. So my next step now is we're going to move on and I'm going to do some, I've got a clear mitt. I'm actually a little bit low on clear lube. I didn't realise, but that's nearly empty. So I'm going to go over it with this clear mitt now. And then we'll get on with some machine polishing. Okay guys, so you've seen me go over that now with the clear mitt. Going to go over it now with, going to set the machine up, get some compound on. Like this, to be fair, that's a presentable car now. Doesn't need as much work as I thought. It doesn't really need this heavy compound. It'd be quite happy with the auto glim that I normally use, but I'll give one panel a go with this compound, see how we get on. And yeah, let's see how it goes. If I need to switch to the auto glim, I can do, but let's see what this compound does. Like I said, I've never used a compound before, first time. I'm hoping the rain holds off. I can just feel a few bits of rain, but let's crack on. I'm going to kind of work on that, zoom you in. I'm going to work on one panel at a time really. I'm going to try and work on that back panel there. A little bit of pad primer on. Get the pad nice.
pad nice and moist. I usually just do one spray at a time, but obviously this is its first use, so that's why I did a little bit more. And then just sorry, I know you can't see, but don't need to smother it in compound, just 4 little blobs, one in each corner, like the number 4 on a dice. That should be enough. If you can see that, yeah, that should be all you need. Right, kind of running out of phone storage and stuff, and you don't want to see me just watch me do all of that, I suppose. But can see what I'm doing now. Putting some protection back on that car so that at least when my new owner comes to wash it, it'll just run off. And we'll get it looking as good as we can for the pictures. But yeah, definitely happy. The TFR were really good choice of product to use. And that Mazerna compound again is just really fantastic. As you can see, it's gone on nice and easy. It's left a nice shine, and it's wiped off nice and easy. You get some compounds where they're hard to wipe off, but that's come off nice and easy, and the shine is just amazing. Have a look down that panel there. You can see how good that shine is. You can see the reflection on the floor. Again, I've not done this front bit yet, and you can hopefully see the difference on camera. I am going to try and, I've been uploading in 720p. I've deleted a load of stuff off my phone, so I'm going to try and upload this video in 1080, because I've noticed the quality's not been too good. Hopefully if I do it in 1080p you should be able to see what I'm talking about. If we go round to this side that hasn't been done yet, as you can see, well, that's okay, but you can see it's nowhere near the other side. There's a tree here. Yeah, you can see reflection, but it's not like the other side. The other side's like a mirror. So yeah, I'm going to get on now. I'm going to continue, go around the rest of the car, and then we'll do another walk round when I've finished. Right guys, I've done what I can for today now. I need to start packing up and getting some dinner and getting ready for work, but there you go. As you can see, nice and shiny. I've gone over it with some auto finesse wax as well. Just clean to touch now. Can you remember earlier at the start of the vid how it was making a noise? And now it's just all nice and smooth, really clean to touch. Really satisfying that. So I think we've not finished yet. We've got the interior to do. I know I should have done the interior first maybe, but my valet is going to do that, and he's not ready till next week, so I just thought I'd crack on and make a start. Something has happened while I've been cleaning my car, which has been a bit of a light bulb moment. So phone rang, tried to answer it, but it went off before I answered it. Quickly sent a message back: hi, Rhubarb Car Sales, anything I can help with? Got a guy, says, yeah, I'm interested in the Honda, just wanted to speak to you about the Honda. So had a little chat about the Honda. He's coming to see that tomorrow, so fingers crossed we can get rid of that. He's coming from the Wirral, so he's travelling quite a way. Sounds a decent enough chap. But two people have said it to me now. He said it, and the guy who bought the Fiesta said it. He said, I tell you what spooked me is that I just can't find any information about you online. The car looks good. He said, I've looked at Rhubarb Car Sales and I can't find anything. So, and the guy who bought the Fiesta said exactly the same. Like I said to the guy with the Fiesta, I said, I don't put my address online because I'm not there all the time. I don't want people turning up, seeing mucky cars, and nobody to talk to. I said, I put on all the adverts, viewing strictly by appointment only, so that I can be there and that the car's ready. But it's obviously spooking people that there's no information about me online. So I'm going to get a website set up. I'm going to get onto it this week, get a website set up, get some information on there, get my address on there, get the cars listed, and I think that'll just make us look a little bit more legitimate, give people that confidence. They're obviously not just buying the cars. Yes, most of my sales are coming from people who know me. I need to make those sales to people who don't know me. I'm not getting many sales off Auto Trader, which is odd. You know, I'm spending £500 a month on Auto Trader. That's supposed to be the place to sell cars. Massive captive audience across the UK. So I should be doing more Auto Trader sales, and I believe now that's why it is. The last two people who have rung me off Auto Trader they've said there's no, I can't find any information, I can't find your address. So I'm going to get onto that this week. Fingers crossed we get rid of a Honda tomorrow. He's coming down to have a look, and I'll keep you updated. Again, thanks for subscribing, really appreciate anybody watching the channel, anybody commenting, really appreciate it. 49 subscribers now, which is just awesome to me. Hopefully we can quickly grow that to 100 and just keep going. Thanks again guys, hope you've enjoyed the content. Hopefully you can see the prep that goes into the cars. That's 3-4 hours this morning. I think we've made really good progress on that one. We'll get the interior done and get that advertised. That'll make a really nice car for somebody. Hopefully we can get back to the auctions on Wednesday and get some more stock in. Thanks again guys, have a nice weekend.